Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to play the classic song Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding using just one bar chord shape. That's right, this entire song is played using major chords and the E-shaped bar chord, making a perfect piece for practicing your bar chords. So let's dive in. Now just so we're clear, I have the internet too. There are many ways to play this song, but my main focus today is about teaching the E-shaped bar chord. So I've found through the many years teaching guitar that this song works well for that purpose. It's also a great song for learning the notes on your sixth string. So I'm putting a diagram that shows the notes on the sixth string of the guitar here. These are the natural notes from open E all the way up to D at the 10th fret. And these are the frets that we're going to move our bar chord to. So going up the neck on the sixth string, I have an E. At the first fret, I have an F. G at the third fret. A at the fifth fret. B at the seventh fret. Right next door to it is C at the 8th fret. And finally, a D at the 10th fret. You want to make sure to try to memorize these notes by name. So next, let's talk about the E-shaped bar chord. The E-shaped bar chord is based on an open E major. It's usually played like this. That's the way we're taught to play our open E chord. But what I want to do today is refinger that using our third finger, fourth finger, and our second finger like this. So now I'm still playing an E chord. There's no difference in sound. But this allows me to use my first finger like a capo. So as I move up the neck, I use my first finger like a capo and play across all 6 strings. So I can move it there, I can move it here, I can keep moving it. I still have this basic E shape with these 3 fingers, but my first finger is now used as a capo. For example, using my fingerboard diagram here, I can see that if I place my index finger at the 5th fret, that's an A. And then I make this shape, that's now an A bar chord. Okay, if I place my first finger at 7, that's a B. I now have a B chord. And we can keep going. If I place my first finger at G at the 3rd fret, I now have a G chord. So I can move the shape up and down. It's a versatile shape. Here's a few tips for practicing bar chords. First of all, make sure your thumb is positioned at the middle of the back of the neck to give you leverage. I'll show you mine. My thumb is right here at the middle of the neck, right behind it, right in the center there. Okay. Next, my index finger, I'm not using the flat part of my finger here, but I'm using the side of it. So I'm using the side, I kind of turn my hand just a little bit, my elbow kind of goes in. I'm using the side of my index finger, and it looks like I'm pressing on the fret wire, but actually I'm pressing right behind that fret wire to give me the best leverage. I round these other 3 fingers, easier said than done, I know that. Okay. And I keep them relaxed, but I do press firmly. So it might take a little practice. The big thing is to make sure your first finger is not back here, but actually touching the fret, pressing right behind it. That gives you the best leverage. Now, if you're finding this tutorial helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's free for you and helps me to continue making lessons like this. Now let's go over the chords used in Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. This song uses E major. We have an F at the 1st fret, up to G or G major at the 3rd fret. We have A. We have a B at the 7th fret, a C at the 8th fret, and a D at the 10th fret. All with the E-shaped bar chord. Now to show you the order of chords in the 3 parts of the song, I'm including a chord chart here. Here you can see there's a verse, chorus, and a bridge. Let's practice the verse first. Right now we're focusing on our bar chords, so use whatever strum is comfortable to you. Each chord is getting 4 counts, except in the bridge where we have a G and a D sharing the same measure, so they each get 2 counts. So let's start with our verse, okay? I'll count you in, we'll do it slow. We're gonna be going from a G at the 3rd fret to a B in the 7th fret. Here we go, 1, 2, ready, strum. G, up to B, right next door to C, A at the 5th fret. Then we do it again, G, to B, C right next door, and A at the 5th fret. Then that takes us to the chorus. We have G, down to E, back to G, to E. Now we have G to A, up to A, back to G, wasting time, down to E. So that's it for our chorus. Now for the bridge, again, the G and the D both get 2 strums. So here we go. Ready, begin. G, looks like to C, nothing's gonna change. Back to G, to D, everything still remains the same. Back to G, to D, to C, all the way down to F, up to D, way up here. Okay, now that we have the chords, let's put them together and play the song. I'll play through the song slowly so you can follow along. I'll keep our chord chart and fingerboard chart here, as well as provide the lyrics with chords on screen. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, ready, begin. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Another verse. Left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay. I have nothing to live for, looks like nothing's gonna come my way. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Now we have the bridge. Looks like nothing's gonna change, and everything still remains the same. And I can't do what 10 people tell me to, down to F, so I guess I'll remain the same. Here's a verse, and I'm sitting there resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Now we're gonna whistle. E, back to G, That's it for today's lesson. With a little practice, you'll be playing your bar chords smoothly in no time. Again, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more guitar tutorials. Thanks for watching and keep strumming.